Hello, everyone. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day here. Let's do some analysis on the markets as we continue to churn higher, extending this wave three. It's not as impulsive as we'd like a wave three to be, but hey, it's kind of like a wave three of five. So essentially, we're just looking for this wave to extend up a little bit more. Could it go another 10%, another 5%? We'll have to see because this can really, to be honest, end at any moment. We'll take a look at the smaller time frames here. Yeah, I still think this needs to extend a little bit more. Could actually even make another drop, but be bought back up for a bigger rally. Like something like this. This can for sure happen. I don't know what the news would be tomorrow. We're headed towards Thanksgiving, so there's going to be a holiday week. Usually, it's light trading volume. People have already gone out. So again, we're probably going to see some. We are already seeing some light volume. So you're not seeing the craziest of movements here. You can see volume is really dying off this week. It's not doing too much. Anyways, let me get it back to the SPY here. So again, I think we'll continue to extend further, and before we see any sort of correction here, we thought we had a 5 up here, but again, sorry, I think I think we had a 5 up here, but obviously taking out this high invalidates it and extends the fifth wave even more. So again, just get ready for a bit more of an extension. We'll take a look here at a few other stocks. So we'll take a look at some individual names like we always do. We'll start off with Apple today. Why not start off with Apple? Apple never hit my target, but again, could have truncated. It did make a lower low, so that's the minimum requirement for that. And now you should extend higher inside of this wave three. If this happens, then you're going to see I see substantial more upside in Apple, and that's going to definitely help out the S&P and everything else up rise as you take out these highs, and you're going to see a big surge here in Apple. Amazon continues to pop off here up today, 3%. Should be finishing up inside of this fifth wave. We'll take a look at Microsoft. Microsoft is actually, I continue to think Microsoft is bearish unless you take out this high here at 438. Google also quite bearish in my opinion. I think Google is getting ready for a bigger leg down here to extend down into the 139 level. I couldn't tell you what the news is going to be to push that down. Meta still holding this buy area, needs to finish this fifth wave. Tesla actually took out the high, so there you go. So now you got 5 waves up. You could make the case that the bullish scenario is in play, right? Because you got 5 waves up. You took out the high with divergence, right? So there you go, 5 waves. That's the wave 3 complete now. Now you need to pull back in a 4, and then you'll get another fifth wave. So I think you'll lose the whole fifth wave, which is probably coming back down to 310. Then you'll extend back up again inside of this wave 3, and then this will extend, right? And this will extend like this. There we go. NVIDIA, a little bit of a more difficult trade right now. NVIDIA is breaking the cycle here. Did we just top out? Did we just finish the fifth of a fifth of a fifth? And this thing has finally topped 151 down to 136. It's been a pretty sharp sell-off this week, down 9%. And then we'll take a look at the SMH too, right? The SMH. If the SMH can't gear up and get ready for its final push higher, then this thing, it's already done too, and it's gonna come down. But right now, the indices look like they're ready to break out. So if they're ready to break out and push higher, you need the semis on their side, because the semis are basically the entire composition of the Nasdaq and the S&P. There's lots of tech in that, and that's gonna help the markets push up higher and higher, right? Take a look quickly at CELH. I've been keeping an eye on this one. This one had a nice bounce up higher here, pulling back hard today, down 7.23%. Well, maybe keep my eye out and open to see if we'll get back into that position. Burned us the last time we tried. We'll take a look here at crypto. So crypto is getting hammered hard and big time here. So again, I think hot mining needs, again, a fifth wave extension. A lot of these other crypto miners, though, not faring so well as hot mining, getting hammered big time. We'll take a look at Mara, see where Mara's at. Okay, so Mara finally completed its 5th wave. There we go. That's perfect. This is what we anticipated. And now we should be pulling back in a wave 2. So maybe we'll see some more downside in Bitcoin before we see more upside. Take a look at MicroStrategy. I don't think I've ever charted MicroStrategy, but this thing's been on a tear. It was down pretty big today as well, down 12%. It was down 25% the other day. But could this be over? No, probably not. I think MicroStrategy is a little bit too extended here. We'll take a look at a few other names. SoundHound. No, let's take a look at AMD. So AMD, I still think, is inside of this wave 3. Needs more downside. Let's take a look at Micron real quick. I haven't charted Micron yet, but to me, this is not the best of patterns. This is just based on like a bear flag kind of pattern. This is what this looks like to me. Let's see here. Yeah, so you got a clear 5 waves up. So you got 1, 2, and then you got 3, 4, and 5 on the weekly. So you got 5 waves up. Now you need a corrective move. So you got the corrective move here. Probably 1, 2, 3, right? And then 1, 2, 3. And now it's what it's doing is the WXI. So it's a more complex correction, right? You get on the daily now. It's a more complex correction. And the target for Micron is going to be all the way down to 61. And that's a long ways away. That's a long ways away. Just quickly, just taking a look at it, this is what I see. It ended with no divergence. That is indicative of an ABC flat, right? And then you have the ABC here. And now you should be doing something like this. You should extend down, or you're still in your A and getting ready for that move. That would not. I mean, it's surprising to see the indices up and like all of my list here is red. This is all tech stocks, EVs, right? Software, hardware. It's all there. This is all tech. I follow all these ticker symbols. Oil back down to 68. We'll take a look at oil. It's enough of actually, before I get to oil, I want to take a look at TLT, right? TLT finally getting this big bounce here. I think the cycle's finally finished towards the downside. We are gearing up for this A wave, then pull back in a B, and then a C, and then we should be done this wave 2 counter trend rally, and then we should be seeing more downside in the bonds after that. So I think once the bond yields pull back, you'll be set to rally in a very big move higher in yields. So I think yields shooting up is probably going to be the reason the markets probably start to go down, is because yields are good. The long end of the curve is going to go up really high again. And that's probably going to be inflation risks are getting up again or whatever. We'll have to see. And then we'll take a look here at silver. Silver hasn't done anything new. Gold is pulling back here. I think gold needs either another high to extend this 5th wave, but to me, I think it looks topped out. I could make the case that it's already done, and you're going for a complex correction towards the downside. Now back to 2,300 is my target for gold. And yeah, I mean that kind of sums things up here. I don't really have much to add. Look at that, BTI, nice dividend stock coming back up here. We'll actually take a look at a few other ones. I think we've charted Bristol Myers before. 5th wave, not there you go. Your race divergence. WBA, I think WBA has broken major support here. Yeah, that didn't hold too long, did it? On the weekly, you had a nice bounce, but man, did this fail. You're starting to find the floor right now, but again, there's no saying that next earnings report is gonna pummel this thing. And I'm pretty sure they cut the dividends, right? Yeah, they cut the dividends in half. So the dividend yield is lower now. It's just a shame. Let's see what the dividend yield is real quick. 11%. Okay. Anyways, that kind of wraps things up here. I don't have much to add, guys. Hopefully you enjoy this video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.